Hello everyone and welcome to Existential Gamers Live. I am your host, the Baron himself, Miguel Antonio Anguiano, and I'm joined today by the very amazing Joshua Arias. Give me a second. There you go. Nope, no, it's not working. Never mind. Yeah! It's always something not working. At least it was something not big, really big. How you doing, man?
Alright, how about you?
Alright.
How's Miguel Antonio?
What was that?
But you were like Miguel Antonio.
You're cutting out, dude. Your connection is
Let me
not
see.
so good. Did I crash
I
again?
think it's maybe.
Don't tell me I crashed.
I can't see anything.
Why are you breaking my stuff, Josh?
I don't know. I'm sorry. Hey, audience. Are we crashed? Yeah, let me see if I can.
Just making sure. Get a piece of gum here. Alright! We're gonna play Fable today. Let's see.
Yay!
This true test for real is not only resurrection files no longer in the game, but the enemies far tougher and health potions more scary. No, we're not playing on hard mode. Do I look like I'm trying to focus?
Honestly, yeah, man. I tried to play BioShock on hard mode the other day. And thank God you can switch between difficulties in game, because I'm just like, because the entire time I'm like, this guy's too hard. I want to change to super easy. Every time.
Oh, T-posing. Game's already breaking. So the
Oh,
game's
no.
not even full screen for some reason.
Oh.
Come on, wake up.
And then I skipped the freaking intro. Okay.
Again, were you? Just like your mother.
I gotta fix something. Give me a second, guys. Just
You're
like
awake.
just like your mother. I have to start it over again.
You're becoming more like your father.
Sorry, it's just not full screen right now. It's bothering me.
He's okay.
It's okay.
He's okay.
Where am I going? Advanced options, I guess. If I switch it to full screen, then you can't see the game. But then I put it at 1920 by 1080 and it doesn't even go to full screen. What is this shite? And when I put it full screen, it doesn't even go full screen. Oh, it is.
It's happening again.
I know.
I'm kidding.
But like it doesn't go all the way. Well, let me see if I pull full screen. If you can still see the game, okay? Can you see the game?
Yeah, I can still see it on.
Thank God.
Yeah.
All right, let's do this again.
All right, let's do it.
Oh. Anyways, y'all, I'm glad we got that out of the way. Today's episode is sponsored by Gerber Insurance, Gerber Life Insurance. Have you got your baby insured? I bet you do. Also, congrats to Joseph Wallace and Desiree Wallace for their beautiful baby boy.
Oh.
Yeah.
What did they end up naming the baby?
Jarrell.
Jarrell. Ooh. Strong name.
In the forest of Albion.
Deep in the
There's a
forest
small
of
town
Albion
of
lay the small
Oakvale,
town of Oakville.
unchanged by time,
Touched by the sword. There's
and
no
untouched
audio.
by the sword.
This port is already garbage.
Oof.
Here
Oh, well.
lived a boy and his
Need
family.
a
Here
strong
lived a
letter
boy and
to
his
the...
family.
Dreaming of greatness.
A boy dreaming
But
of
one day
greatness,
being
a
a
hero. I feel like I hear a little bit of music, but it's just so low.
Sometimes he
for me.
imagined himself as a noble
Sometimes he
knight
imagined
or a
himself as a
powerful
noble
wizard.
knight. Sometimes he imagined himself as a
And other
princess. He couldn't
times
decide.
dreamt he'd be
And
an
other times he
evil
dreamt
warrior.
he'd be an evil warrior.
But in all his dreams of greatness,
Jor-El.
he could not
Jor-El.
No, not Jor-El. But in all his dreams of greatness, he could not possibly imagine the power of the destiny lay before him. Do you believe in destiny, Josh?
Yes,
Oh, yeah?
Come on, wake up.
it is a game.
Daydreaming again, are you? Just like
You know what? That was like an actual dream, because, you know, like, you don't actually hear anything. It's all in your head.
She's out playing by the Barrowfields gate. Remember?
Dude, this little kid doesn't even look like a little kid.
Yet.
Look like Anakin
Yeah.
Skywalker.
He
Like
looks like a
adult.
shrunken adult.
Failing like this time,
Oh man.
There's like a little hobbit.
Around Oakvale.
Little hobbit. Oh, there's a seam on his
little
neck.
hobbit.
What is that? The texture on his neck is a seam right down the middle.
He's got a really defined clavicle.
Wait. Oh, I don't know if you can see it. You can see the lighting kind of like just like hard cut on it. What up? What up? Kung Fu Titan? How's it going, man? Oh my god, this camera feels so weird. I haven't played this game on the PC.
Look how he sways. It's just interesting. What?
There's a lot of like backstory to like this way this game was made, like, and everything. They promised so much in this game, and when it came out, like, they had like hardly any of the things they promised. But it was still a good game. Like, you know, like nowadays that happens, and everyone's just like, this is complete crap.
Mm-hmm.
Like, oh my god, this game is so disorienting on PC.
Oh, there's a term for that. It's called vaporware. That's where the genre vaporwave comes from.
Oh really?
Yep.
Why are you breathing so hard?
Oh, I don't know. Oh, let me see if I can try to put on the noise suppression.
Rosie. I left her and I can't remember where.
Is that better?
And I can't find her.
Yeah.
Please help.
Alright.
She's a lovely
My bad.
furry
No, it's all good because I just kept hearing.
That's because I'm fat, Michael. Every little.
Nah,
I'm
dude.
500.
I lost a lot of weight. I still breathe hard all the time. I always say that's why I
Yeah.
burp all the time, because I'm always just sucking in so much air.
Yeah.
Oh, what's going on here, huh?
What? My nephew is visiting from Knothole Glade next week. He's about your age too.
Look at
He's
her
a
top.
lovely little furry. Oh my god. Nah, I'm just kidding. No king shaming.
Odd little girl.
You'll race yourself to an early grave, you will.
Oh, will I? I feel like a lot of the audio on this port is like really bad. Oh shoot!
When did this game
I'm
come
trying
out?
I'm trying to fight this dude. Why? How did I do that? How do I untarget? Wait, I gotta figure out how to play this game. Okay, I did something. I don't know.
Your mother don't seem to be around much these days, does she?
Why do I want to keep fighting everybody? I don't like this.
Oh my god.
Look at that. I'm ready to fight. I remember the security guard,
You'll
guys.
race yourself to an early grave, you will.
I'm not even walking. So I have to like.
Melody said something.
Oh, I got my report card and got 2 B's, 2 B minuses, and 1 C.
Listen, lad, could you
And I
do
did
me a
all my
favour?
assignments late with like 5 assignments missing. I'm glad it wasn't bad, but I used to be a straight A student. Yeah, you know, it happens sometimes. Get a little
I've got to-
swamped.
You know, answer a call of nature. Oh, stay here and watch this stock for me. There's a good lad. Just stand between those 2 stacks and don't move. I'll put a good word in for you when I
You know,
get
when you
back.
were a kid, did you
Right, won't
did
be
you do a
long.
lot of bad stuff?
That's a good question. Oh yeah. I was a
My cousin says that the barrels in his
I was a
warehouse
little
have
piece of
stuff
shit.
in 'em.
Oh jeez. Look at this
Yeah.
little piece of shit.
And
Quick,
I remember one
Dad,
time,
smash his barrels
do you remember Miss
inside.
Walton? I think, oh, yeah, she's my
And
6th
if
grade
she too
teacher.
scared,
One
then she
time
just
I
keep
put
nagging girl.
the
Come
pencil
on, let's go and
eraser side into the pencil sharpener,
Just understand,
and I
she's
did,
not coming.
and the pencil sharpener started like, it's automatic, so it starts sharpening the eraser end, and then it gets stuck in there,
Would you prefer to
and then
be
it's
squishy?
making it like impossible for anyone else to sharpen their pencils.
Come on.
Oh my
So
god.
I don't say anything about it. I just go back to my seat, and I'm just like quiet. And then people start noticing, like, oh, I can't sharpen my pencil, Miss Walton. What do we do? And Miss Walton comes up and she pulls out the fucking eraser. She's like, I want to know what bonehead. The pens.
That's so
And
messed
I'm
up.
just like looking down, like.
Excellent.
Oh, man.
Thanks, lad. You've me a big
Yeah.
favor.
I was a little piece of shit.
I wouldn't say that's like wait, so you did it on purpose?
Yeah, it was one of those like I want to see what happens.
Yeah, okay, I wouldn't say that you're a piece of shit. It's just you're curious and then you got scared after the
Yeah.
mistake. I performed my first good deed. Should we be a good person or a bad person? Dude, this little
Be a
kid
good
reminds me of my little cousin Renee. Like, you're a little funny little kid, but God, sometimes, you know, you just wanna
Way to go, you just doxed Renee.
Yeah. Shout out. My cuz.
Renee.
These barrels are breakable. To attack, face them and press left mouse button. Remember, these barrels are someone's property. Fuck yo shit, Nick. No, I was-
Oh my god.
I didn't finish the word. You can't get me on that.
Mm.
Anyways. Yeah, very
I was
beginning-
gonna.
Oh, go ahead.
Oh, go ahead. Oh, Jinx.
Honestly.
I was gonna ask you. You know,
Nothing honestly.
well, I don't know. You'll probably check this later, but on your YouTube page, right? You got a nice banner there, and I want to know what cause it's a bunch of people like playing video games, right? It's like silhouettes of you, I'm guessing, right?
I mean, I didn't
And-
really think it was me, but
Okay, well, yeah, a character, and then the last one is like he's doing like a jumping motion. I just want to say, it looks so funny to me. Like, what is all that about? Like, what is he
it's somebody
doing?
actually wearing a VR headset and they're just kind of enjoying it.
Oh,
We're gonna swoop in on some people. What's going on here, huh?
Come here, my little silly goose.
Uh-oh.
What? I was just, I've never even met this woman. Who is she?
Mm-hmm.
who is she?
Keep your mouth shut about this, right? My wife's at home with our little ones, and I'm supposed to be working. But a man should be entitled to do what he likes, don't you think?
No.
If you keep this little secret, I'll give you a gold piece.
I mean, yeah, you are entitled to do whatever you like, but there are consequences. Will you take his bribe? No.
Just don't tell my wife. I can't let her find out about this. I love you.
I'll fight you.
Ooh.
So yeah, did you want to be good or bad? I'm already doing
I
good,
want to be
so-
good.
Okay.
All right.
Let's have little clean shoes and be a little good little boy.
You gotta be good. You gotta be a good plant boy.
Good boy. Just tell his
Why
wife.
did you rename yourself Plant Boy, by the way?
I'm always working with plants. So.
Oh, that makes sense.
With some woman I don't doubt.
Oh, she already knows. Like, come
Rob
on.
his house, bring up his children, and what do I get in return? Nothing. If you find him, let me know, won't you?
I found him.
You have?
Tell him. I mean, tell her.
I'm gonna turn him into Balverine food. Thank you.
Not the
Oh, no.
Balverines.
Sir, for telling me.
Mm.
You performed a good deed. Remember, talk to your father for your reward. What other good deeds
Such a
can we
good
do?
boy.
I'm being such a good. Oh, we gotta see this drama unfold. She's about to beat his.
Angel.
Jesus Christ, this camera though.
It's weird.
Let's see what happens.
You filthy swine! I ought to
Oh!
chop the right off.
Oh.
Don't insult me anymore! My mother was right about you!
My mother was right about you.
Clean for you while you're out having a good time with your stupid...
You got another thing coming. What's up, Dad?
Well done, lad.
I remember him looking so
These are
cool
all one of
before.
those good deeds.
Do you got any other childhood
Have you
stories?
got enough money for a gift for Teresa?
Let's see.
Anything that's like really crazy? Any shenanigans you got
Um,
up to? I got a couple of stories if you don't got anything, sure, but
Yeah, go ahead.
so apparently when I was little I used to be very aggressive. I used to like beat up my siblings.
Oh,
I didn't know I did this. Like apparently I just had a lot of energy. And it kind of explains a lot, like even nowadays. Like I always have these moments where I have a lot of energy. What is going on here?
What do you want?
What's going on here?
He was irritating me, playing with my
that guy's
sister
even
and
smaller than
teddy
you.
bear. Now he won't give it to me, just because I said I'd rip its stupid head off. I told
Stupid.
him, if he doesn't do what I say, I'm gonna make his life a misery.
Oh, this is the brother of the boy.
Uh-oh. Boy.
Boy. Please give the teddy bear, boy.
Goes around the town beating up anyone smaller than him.
Is that the truth, though?
You look strong.
Is that really the truth, though?
Get him, got you.
What is it?
But he's not even...
As my crybaby little sister.
Oh, you want to insult me? You want to insult? You know what? I don't really care, actually.
Little girls.
Apparently, he has the teddy bear, but I don't want to beat up this dude. Oh, spaces to lock on. But yeah, speaking of beating up, let's just beat up everybody.
Oh my god.
First this boy was being nasty to me, and now you're hitting me too.
Wow, Michael.
I just wanted to play
Wow,
with
who's
Rosie.
yelling in the background?
I don't know what I've done.
That's my little
Come on,
brother.
Tell me what I've done.
Tell him to shut up.
Just take
Alright.
Rosie if it means you'll leave me alone.
Nah, stop taking Rosie. Like, why are you taking little girls' teddy bears? Like, dude.
Rosie.
Why am I the bad guy when he was doing something he should have been doing? Actually, I wasn't even listening to what he said.
Got you, you little ruffian.
Just because I punched a kid in the face, I'm a kid too.
I've heard reports that you've been doing bad deeds.
I did one.
Violent conduct towards a person or that sort of behavior is not acceptable.
Without a guard's permission.
If you were older, you'd be apprehended and fined by the town guard.
Oh, I got a bad thing I did as a kid.
Behaving like that is
Oh, what's
worth
up?
it, my young
I think this is the worst thing I did.
For now.
Basically, I had a friend. We'll call him Rick. And Rick and I, this is in kindergarten, so many moons ago. And me and Rick would always play at the sandbox together. And we became really good friends. And I remember I went to his house once, and he only had a mom, a single mom, with 3 kids, and I was just like, huh, where's your dad, Rick? And Rick's like, oh, he went to work for a long time, and he's not, like, yeah, he's just working, and he's sending us money. I'm like, oh, okay. So I asked my mom later, and my mom tells me, oh, Rick's dad is actually in jail. And I'm just like, oh, okay. Well, he told me that he was working for a long time, and she's like, no. So one day, I'm playing in the sandbox with Rick, and I think at some point we get into like a heated argument, and then I say, well, like, at least my dad's not in jail.
Oh, damn.
And then he's like, what? And I'm like, yeah, your dad's in jail, right? Like, you know that, right? And he's like, no, you're lying to me. And it turns out his mom was hiding that from him. So he goes back home, but he asks his mom, is my dad in jail? And she calls my mom. His mom calls my mom, crying like, who told him? Who told him? You said, like. And
Oh my
basically, yeah,
God.
I got the belt that day. I deserved it. But yeah. Rick, he was mad at me for a few months.
Yeah. See, like, those kind of things is like, oh, you were in the wrong and stuff like that. Like, yes,
Yeah.
the heated argument, that was a necessary thing, but the fact that the mom was just keeping that from him.
That's true. Yeah,
Yeah.
there's a lot of.
There's
Yeah.
always a lot of, like, morally gray things. Where it's just like, there's a lot of things going on here. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, a lot of people want to just, chop it down to like, oh yeah, the whole situation was good. Oh, the whole situation was bad. It's like, no, there's always like little things, and most of the time, like, everyone did something bad. But they always want to look at the end result, like, oh well, but the last person who did the bad thing. It's like, no, all of you guys kind of sucked. Let's be honest.
That's true.
Talk
That's a
to
good.
our
Yeah.
C-store.
And I was just being a stupid little kid.
Yeah,
But I don't know. I still.
You were
Yeah.
a little kid, and you weren't like emotionally like intelligent or anything. Like, you didn't have like a high emotional like what did they say, the emotional quotient. So like, it's not like you were gonna be like, oh, this is a time I shouldn't be mentioning this. No, you were fucking pissed. You're just like,
Yeah.
fuck you.
Exactly.
You get like that as a kid.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah, F in the chat for Rick.
F Rick. I tried to find him. Every Rick F.
Yo,
I
girl.
don't know about this Rick.
Oh wait. There's a... How do I get through this fence? Oh.
Yeah, dingus.
Hello, little brother. I hope you haven't forgotten what day it is like you did last year.
I'm sorry if I woke you up last night. It was another of those dreams. I was standing
Those dreams,
in
huh?
this field when something happened.
Can you guys hear me chewing on my gum?
What?
If you do,
Nope.
I'm sorry, and I appreciate you. Letting
Can
me
you
know.
still hear me breathe?
Always. I'm just kidding. No, you're good.
Okay.
Give the
Cool.
I
chocolates.
knew you were going to bring me
Chocolate.
chocolates. It's just like my
Chocolate.
dream. Come on, let's go
Oh,
home.
that sounds
You
very.
stupid on YouTube.
We're gonna have a party with mother. Searching through containers is a good way to find handy items. Be careful if you're planning on stealing from a house. How do I
Marvin.
You find nothing interesting. Piece of shit.
How dare you waste my time?
Uh-oh.
Wait, there's something wrong.
What? Why'd you leave the door open, you idiot?
Happening? They're here. You've got to hurry.
Is the game really
just-
low for you guys? I feel like I should turn it up. Oh, he'll be alright. It just hit him in the back. Oh.
Got one.
That lady just stood there and took a sword to the face.
Took an arrow to the knee.
Yeah, but how's the audio of the game? Is it really low or no?
No, I think it's fine.
Evil had come to Oakvale.
Evil
but
had come to Oakvale.
Bandits wielding
Bandits wielding
torches
and steel,
slaying,
slaying and burning all in their path.
path.
Why isn't the audio working for the cutscenes? I don't know, but they are.
Blood-red flames lit
Blood
the
red
night.
flames lit the night
the
as the villagers screamed and begged for mercy, and soon their bodies
And
filled the
soon
streets.
Their bodies filled the streets.
Dun dun dun! Ah! We gotta
Well,
make
I
the sound
can hear
effects
it,
for this part.
Michael.
You can?
Yeah.
Don't lie to me
I
like
don't-
that, because the game music
the
says
last
there's nothing
house.
there. Then the raiders reached the last house where the boy and his family lived. It was then they had slaughtered so many to find.
They had slaughtered so many to find.
Yeah. I hear a man reading what you're reading. So.
The father fought
The
to
father
protect
fought to
his kin,
protect his kin, but he was no warrior and fell
and fell
mortally wounded.
mortally wounded.
Mortally wounded doesn't mean he's actually dead, right? It just means he's
The
hurt really
bandits ripped
bad
the
to the
house
point he's
apart,
almost dead.
But
The
could
bandits
not
ripped the
find
house
Yeah.
apart,
boy.
but could not find the boy.
Through torture and threats, his mother and sister remained
Alright,
silent.
through torture and threats, his mother and
And their
sister remained
furious
silent, and their
attackers
furious attackers took them
took
both.
them
You know,
both.
you're supposed to help me here, Josh. We're trying to make the sound effects for this thing.
Sorry.
Ah! Why would you do this?
Clang,
Ooh!
clang.
From the nearby woods,
From the nearby
Clang.
woods, the boy watched
Caw.
as all he
taken
knew was
away.
taken away.
His
His
whole
whole life
was
was
Fire,
crushed to
fire
ashes.
noises, fire noises, fire noises.
He was alone.
He was alone.
Dun dun dun.
You know, actually, that's a perfect segue. Talking about being alone. Okay.
Oh.
I was
Okay.
actually listening to a video today where they were talking about the benefits of being alone and how, like, you know, like we as humans, like they say, like we go crazy if we're by ourselves for too long.
Yeah. Like solitary confinement, that kind of thing.
Yeah. Do you think
Yeah.
it's possible to master being alone so that you don't go to that point, or is it just like biologically and, you know, mentally impossible?
That's a good question. I don't know. I think if you're able to, you know, convincingly trick yourself into thinking you're not alone, probably. But then at that point, maybe you're crazy, you know? You're hearing voices, I don't know.
Okay. Oh, my father.
Well, what do you think?
I don't know. I've seen. I mean, I've not seen. I've heard. Uh-oh.
We must leave.
It's
It's not safe here.
Who's that?
They're all dead. You
Wanna
don't
become
join
famous? Somebody ban that guy.
Then give me a hand.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, we wouldn't have society and communities naturally form if what you said can be achieved. We're naturally social species by design.
Naturally, but I'm saying is it possible for us to go against that and be at peace, be okay?
I mean, at this point, there's just so many of us that it's almost impossible to be alone, I think. You know?
Oh, if you do the right, yeah, it's a bot. I was gonna say, if I have a mod online right now, go ahead and ban him, but I don't think we do.
Rip.
I'm kind of sad. This port kind of sucks.
Oh well.
Why is
Look out,
everything I
point.
play terrible? I'm gonna shoot this shot.
Alright, look. If you had one chance.
Let me add. I'm gonna add Kung Fu Titan as a mod really quick. I'm gonna add a bunch of you guys. A lot of you guys are really cool. Let me see. I trust you guys.
Danger. To seize everything you ever wanted in one moment.
Yes. Moderator.
Would you capture it?
Save. And D1. I trust you as well.
He's D1, not D2.
D1. Okay, where were we? We were loading in.
We're at lookout point. That's what I see on the Twitch stream. Oh, okay.
But yeah, if either one of you can ban that person for me, just want to keep all those bots and stuff out of here. Get them out of here! Get them out of here! But yeah, I was listening to a bunch of things today, and they were talking about how we can pretty much, what's the word? Control that aspect of us, like being peaceful by ourselves and stuff.
Yeah.
Who this guy?
Save your energy, boy.
Oh, he froze me.
It's not me you want to fight. You might not realize it, but I just saved your life. There's nothing left for you in Oakvale. And if you'd stay,
I remember when I lost my mind. Blah.
Come with me.
There's something so pleasant about that place. Even your emotions have an echo on so much space. And when you're out there without care. Oh my god.
Is this are these song lyrics?
Yes.
Like,
all these are song lyrics.
You'll find nowhere safer in all of Albion.
Oh, I'm drawing a blank now. This sounds so familiar.
You'll need the training.
I remember.
There was something so pleasant about that place.
Here we are.
Even your emotions have an echo. It's so much space.
He'll be your guide from now on.
Yeah.
I remember. Out there without care.
I remember when I lost my mind. There was something so pleasant about that place. Even your
That's
emotions
what
have
it
an
is.
echo.
Crazy,
So
right?
much
Crazy
space.
by Gnarls.
I think I'm crazy.
Okay,
I
okay.
think I'm crazy. I think I'm lazy. Possibly.
Oh man.
Yeah.
What? What? Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say, but yeah, the videos kind of like talked about embracing your, isolation pretty much. But it kind of led into something very interesting. They talked about how not only embracing your isolation, but understanding that you're, and I've mentioned this before many times to you and on the stream chat. Jesus, loading is taking forever. Or to recognize that your body is also a separate thing. Like understanding that you take care of your body takes care of you, and then it kind of goes back and forth. Because in a sense, you are not in a sense your body, right? Like your body is capable of so many things without you even being aware of it, right?
Yeah.
Like it made you. You didn't have to think of making yourself. No, it did it for you. In a sense, you can say there's a separate identity from your conscious identity. It's your it's just inside your DNA and stuff like that. It knows things that you don't.
Right.
Put him in the dorm upstairs.
And so you have to respect that. So taking care of your body, eating right, exercising and stuff like that. You take care of your body takes care of your consciousness, your thoughts.
So what you're saying is that our body could be like
my
our
God.
friend or something like
You'll be
that.
sharing
Like
your
it could
friend with
be
Miss
so that we aren't alone, something
She's
like that.
playing in the woods right now.
Yeah.
But you'll
Okay.
For now, you should get some sleep. Your training starts tomorrow.
Yeah, that's
Remember-
good. I mean, yeah, go ahead.
And then they went into another thing that I think is really cool because you see it in a lot of media and stuff like that. Oh, he's an orphan.
No.
Where they talked about embracing the alter side of your like alter ego. I guess I don't know. Jesus Christ, why is this game so buggy? The audio just keeps cutting out.
Oh, her name is Whisper. Yeah, I wonder what is the limit of. I guess when aloneness or being alone is forced upon you, that's when it's bad, maybe. But when you're like voluntarily doing it, that's different. Or I wonder if there is a limit to that even,
Well,
when
and
you do it voluntarily, I mean.
yeah, and that's why I wanted to go into a part where they talked about being, embracing this. Like I said, I mentioned already, right? The second side, like the alter ego in a sense. Did she just slide across the ground? I'm about to say.
Slide across the stage.
This is interesting because it's kind of like I have a lot of examples of this. All right. So it's kind of like when people say, "What would Jesus do?" Right? And Marcus Aurelius talks about this as well, I believe, and some of the other Stoic philosophers, where they mention like creating an ideal self in your mind, like who you want to be, and it kind of goes into like what a lot of those books that talk about positive thinking, where they mention that you need to visualize who you want to be, and act the part. Remember we talked about this yesterday.
Yeah.
Where you visualize the person you want to be and you start acting the part, and then you'll be more motivated to start doing those actions and doing those things. Like I remember when I started exercising, I was just visualizing myself being like more athletic and stuff like that. And I of course you can't be that delusional that you're gonna actually do like all that stuff, but you start like pushing yourself a little bit more because you're like, I'm gonna get there. I can do it. I am capable of it. I'm gonna be that person that I visualize myself. But they talked about how a lot of philosophers would do this, where they would visualize themselves as a second, another person, an ideal person. They would think of all like the great people, like people they studied under, or like books they've read and stuff like that from really great it's just great minds. Okay, I'm trying to like words.
Teachers,
yeah. Like in my case, like I kind of see like Friedrich Nietzsche, Sadhguru, because I love all the stuff he says. I wrote down like more stuff, but just like people like that, right? Henry David Thoreau. What is it? Like writers like Mark Twain and stuff like that. Like looking into the way they saw life and stuff like that, and just picturing myself like I want to be at that stage, just peaceful and just understanding life and breaking it down and writing it down, writing every day and stuff like that. Leonardo da Vinci, being a polymath and just doing a lot of things that I want to do, just exploring the world, understanding the world, and putting all those together into one being. Like that's the person I want to be. That's the ideal person I want to be, and see that as a goalpost in a sense. And like what Kung Fu Titan said, your ideal self being your role model. You're creating a role model for yourself. You're just like, that's the person I want to be. So every time, like you're like, there are times where I'll wake up and I like my bed's a mess and everything because I just woke up and I'm like, oh, I'm too tired. I don't want to make my bed. And I'm just like, well, your ideal self would have made your bed, and you're just like, damn, fuck. All right, you make your bed. Like it's just that kind of like it's to keep you on track. Like, hey, like that person you want to be would do this. You gonna do it?
Yeah. And there's that whole thing about. Oh, go ahead.
No, go ahead. I was talking for way too long.
Good. There's that about.
You're cutting.
Right?
Calm down.
Past.
Wait for a second.
I'm cutting.
Yeah, you're cutting in and out. Up the stream and stuff. Because it's like I'm
Fuck.
struggling to connect to you for some reason. Because I think the stream just disconnected.
About that. Yeah. Whoops. I'll
Damn.
go to your next time you need to stream.
What's up?
I think I'll just go to his next stream.
Yeah.
Can you? Nah.
Maybe I can't just play a game while I'm talking to you.
Okay.
Damn.
Oh, yeah.
I just
Okay.
don't get why we're always having connection issues. Are you connected with an Ethernet cable?
I'd probably be things on one and
I guess we can just do another just casually chat thing.
Nah, it's okay. Try one more time. Like unless
Alright.